feet on your heels, if that's okay. How do you feel about something like that? Cool. So you have two options. Either you're gonna have both of your knees bent and you're seated on your heels. Or if, as we go back this way, it feels like a lot, you're gonna sit to your side, place one foot forward, and then bring your leg, the leg that is with the leg back to the side more, and then you'll be going back this way. So you're gonna check out the two options. Either your knees are going to be, I think apart would be easier. If you can bring them together, that will be the next stage. So you're gonna have your knees facing forward, your feet are going to be back, and then you're gonna have your hands behind you. And then if you have pillows and if you have stuff like this, you're gonna bring it close to your hips. You're gonna start laying back. So I think some of you might be lying back, and you can even take your hands behind you, just rest your head on your hands, widen the elbows and kind of hang back. And I know that could be quite a lot. So if that's quite a lot, then one foot forward, one knee bent. And again, if we have props behind us, we're still going to use them. You can lean your elbow, your left elbow on the prop. And then your right hand can rest and you can just lay back like this a little bit. So you're going to start feeling the front of the quadricep wherever you are in this one. And then as you go back, you're going to find that maybe you really want to go back, and then that's going to play with your mind, because your mind is going to say, I want to go all the way back because that's achievement. So we're going to totally drop that because there's no such thing. We're just going to go where it feels like you can feel the knee opening a little bit. You can feel the quad lengthening a little bit. Yeah, so how are we feeling? What? So? Okay, come forward more if that's already a lot. You really don't need to go all the way back. Yeah. So let's just start there. We're just going to breathe here. Let's just take 10 more breaths here. We've been here for a little while now. So even though it's challenging, you're going to start kind of creating the mindset of how do I relax in this. So see if you can soften the face. Let the breath go. Let the shoulders relax. Let the belly relax. And then if you're leaning back, kind of check into which places are unconsciously holding. And then try to release a little bit of that holding once you're aware of it. So just 5 more breaths here. And just let yourself kind of count each breath as it comes in and out. Just 4 more breaths like this. But if it's too long already for you, feel free also to transition back. So just 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. Great. And then those of you who have both your knees bent and you have gone back, I think by now you're able to go back more, so you're going to go back more. Those of us who are doing one leg, we're going to come forward a little bit and kind of switch it out. So kind of kick that right leg out, maybe bend and unbend it a couple of times. Then we'll switch. We're going to have the right foot on the mat. Left knee is bent. Anything that you're using as your prop behind you, you can move it more to meet you where you are. So then right arm is supported, maybe even both. And then you're going to lean back again. Or hands can be on the floor and just leaning back. Nice. Hi, Daryl. Roll your shoulders back. Yeah. Welcome back. And we're just breathing here. People, stop checking your phones. I'm just kidding. Okay, couple more breaths there. Make it 5 long in and out breaths. Just let the face be soft. Yeah. And then we're gonna soften the shoulders and take your time. You're gonna slowly tuck your chin, especially if you're laid all the way back. Walk your hands forward. Great. And then again, we're gonna just maybe stretch out that left leg if it feels like the knee is feeling a lot. Great. Nice. And then from here, we're gonna come back to lying down. So you're gonna take your cushion. If you have a big one or a couple of small ones, take it right behind you. Have one under your mid-back and one supporting the back of your head so that it feels like the back of the head and the shoulder blades are even. Then we're gonna just drop the knees together, have the feet wide apart, and take your arms into cactus arms. Let yourself rock a little side to side, so you're shimmying until you're more comfortable. We're gonna take about 10 breaths here, just allowing the sides here along the armpits to open, allowing the chest to open. So we're just doing this deliberately to integrate the last posture and also to undo some of the sitting at the desk and the haunching over the phones that we all do. So let's take about 10 breaths here. Just let the eyes soften, let the face soften. If the arms feel like that's a lot, feel free to bring them more to your side and just rest your arms beside you. So this is when you can start slipping into the mode of coming to this moment. There's no challenge right now, there's no agenda, you're just letting yourself be. And just check in for a moment about the quality of sensation or vibration, how you might be feeling today. I'm going to take 3 more deliberate breaths here. With every exhalation, we're going to let the lips soften, let the breath just flow out through the lips. And as you exhale, let the shoulders relax, let everything relax, let yourself really arrive. And one more breath like this. Breath touching all the way to the base of the pelvis, and as you exhale, whole body relaxes. Nice. And from here, if you had anything under you and you want to remove it for twisting while you're lying back, you might remove it, or you can keep it right where it is, maybe even shimmy back a little bit more. Then we're just dropping the knees easily side to side. So whatever feels easeful for you, just take your time and just slowly, just rocking side to side. Do this for about half a minute, so take your time, try to synchronize your breath with the movement. So inhale, bring it back, and exhale, lower the knees to one side. And inhale back to center, and exhale, lower to the other side. Beautiful. And start noticing what places in your hips and your spine might be feeling a little more kind of together today, a little more contracted perhaps, or what places in your hips and your spine might be feeling easeful, and you might even be surprised, maybe it's something that you haven't kind of noticed before, that the body actually has some ease in it. So about 5 more side to side. One time is going to both sides. Nice, just creating ease in your body. Great, and then when that's complete, you're going to bring it back to center. And we're going to walk the feet a little closer in. Just press your feet down and draw the hips away from the mat. So we're going to press the inner feet down, relax the shoulders, and draw the tailbone towards where the knees are. Just take a couple of breaths there, check in there, see if you're still happy with the supports under you. If you don't like having them, feel free to remove them. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here. Really press down with your inner feet. Lengthen the front of the hips up towards the sky. Great. And then as you exhale, you're going to lengthen the hips to your heels and gently lower. Nice. So once you have decided if you want these props behind you, so I'm going to remove these for myself, and then we'll come back into this. So lying back now, let's check to make sure there's room behind you for your arms to go back. And then same thing here. So we're going to do the moving bridge. So press your inner feet down, and then inhale, we're going to draw the hips up as we bring the arms back. Press the feet down, lengthen the tailbone between the knees. Great. And even shimmy your shoulder blades under more. So draw your shoulders closer towards your ribs. Make it more relaxed for the tops of your shoulders. And then exhale. Keep lengthening the tailbone through to your heels. And rest your arms back down. Great. So now that we have the movement, we're going to do this about 10 times continuously, just with your breath. So synchronizing your breath. So inhale, pressing the feet down. Draw the heart up towards the chin. Extend the fingertips back. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And exhale, lengthening the lower back. Tailbone all the way stretched through the heels to the wall opposite you. Arms resting down. Great. And then doing the next 8 with your own breath. I won't say anything anymore. Just listen to your breath and be with your movement. Two more like this. Great. And then from here, we're going to bring the knees closer in. Hug your shins towards yourself. Lengthen your lower back. Draw the knees towards the heart. And relax your shoulders again. Great. Rock a little. Side to side. And then we'll take this into a twist again. This time I'm going to open up the arms more. Lengthen your fingertips away. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Inhale here. Exhale, knees to the left. Look to your right. And again, we'll do this about 10 times. Just side to side. So inhale, bring it up. Exhale, draw the knees to the left as you look towards the right. And just at your own pace, find your natural rhythm here. And as you do this, really let the whole spine ring out. So when the knees go to one side, look to your hand on the other side. So from the crown of the head all the way to your outer hips, to your tailbone, the whole spine is getting that nice ringing out, releasing the tensions along the whole spine. Great, just a couple more times. And when that's complete, bring it back, draw the shins in, come into happy baby. So the knees are bent, hands are onto either your ankles or your outer feet. Great. And then gently, because we're pretty aware of the inner feet from our moving bridge, bring your awareness to your inner feet again. Inner feet are pressing up, outer feet are pressing down towards the earth. Shoulders are completely relaxed. And we'll take about 5 breath cycles here, just letting the belly relax against the thighs, letting the sit bones lengthen away from you so your entire lower back lengthens. Your chin is a little bit tucked in, the back of the neck becomes longer. We'll take 3 more breaths here with every exhalation, whole body relaxing. Great, then we're going to extend the feet towards the sky, the fingertips towards the sky. Point the toes up today, point your fingertips up today, palms facing each other. Tuck the chin, and as we inhale, we're going to try to reach the fingertips towards the toes. And then as we exhale, we're just going to lean back, extend the arms back, extend the toes back. You can even almost lie back completely. And then when you inhale, engage the belly button, tuck the chin, reach up again. Just do this a few more times, just slowly drawing back shoulder blades. Always try to draw back together. And then bringing yourself up. Inhale to lower, exhale to come up. So a few more times like this. Great. One last one. Catch your legs wherever you can hold. Bend the elbows. Draw yourself a little closer in. Take a couple more breaths there. Great. And then slide your hands a little higher. Bring yourself to lie back. So wherever you can hold is fine. Relax your shoulders. Take a couple more breaths here. So it's like a standing forward bend, except we're lying down. You can bring your legs closer in. Feel free, whatever feels best for you today. So take a couple more breaths there. Just waking everything up along the back body. Great, and then bend the knees, bring the feet back towards the earth, press down with the feet, draw the hips up again. Great, tuck your shoulder blades under, maybe try to walk the feet back and take your hands onto your ankles and press down with the feet to draw up. So if that feels like a lot, your arms can be relaxed, palms are facing up, or we're going to interlace the hands and roll the shoulders under. Nice, take a few more breaths here. Relax the face. Let the belly fill with breath. Let the front of the hips feel like they're continuing to open up and to draw up towards the sky. Nice. And then slowly release. Beautiful. Just a couple more twists again. So knees drop to one side as you look to the other. So the body should be feeling quite nice right now from all of this. And one last one, back to center. Great. And then let's take a moment. So you're going to kind of wriggle back on your mat. Just extend the legs, extend the arms. Release everything. Just let yourself just take a moment and now register how you feel. How the breath feels. Then let this quality that you're feeling inform the rest of your session. So try to stay connected to this feeling. Great, so we're going to take our time, come towards your side. And we're going to bring ourselves back onto the hands and knees. Great. So just simple cat and cow here. Rock the heart up, roll the spine. Do a few of these just with your own intuitive movement. Nice. Find comfort. Great, and then we're going to roll into the joints, into the hips, into the shoulders. Let Let the neck feel nice and easeful. Just finding our play here. Nice. And then coming back to center. Great. So we're going to bring the right arm up and extend the right fingertips forward. Great. And then lower the right arm, and then we'll bring the left arm up and lower. So do this a couple more times. When the right arm comes up, this time the left leg is going to come up. So right arm up, left leg up, and then bringing it back down, and left arm up, right leg up. Great. As you keep doing this, feel the connection between the front of the hip and the underside of the right arm. So left hip, right arm, right hip. Just a couple more times. Imagine that you're creating length throughout your whole body with this. Well, you actually really are. Great. And then we'll come into downward dog, or again, for those of us who want to, half standing forward bend. So tuck your toes, draw your hips up, draw the outer hips back, draw the heels back, release the head, release the neck. Take a few breaths here. If you feel like moving, then bend one knee, then the other, and let yourself rock side to side. Take a few more breaths like that. Great, and then we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. Great, stepping the right foot forward between the hands, we're going to brace down with the entire left foot. Nice. Then today we're going to turn into warrior two. So the left, just going to turn the body to the left and to extend the arms. Press down with the feet, draw the heart up, relax your shoulders, and extend your arms away from each other. Great, then let's turn the palms up. Keep lengthening your fingertips away. And come into a reverse warrior. So left hand is going to slide down your leg, and right arm is just going to extend. Take a few breaths there. Nice. And then we're going to touch down, right fingertips either to the inside of the right foot or right elbow onto the right leg. Left arm is going to come over. You're going to turn open the chest again. So it's a side angle. Take a couple of breaths there. Draw the left shoulder blade in towards the spine. Nice. And then exhale, step through to downward dog again. We'll take a couple of breaths there. So either downward dog or again, your half standing forward bend, whatever feels best for you. Great, and then from there we'll meet with the left foot forward and the right foot grounded onto the mat. And once again, turning, this time to your right, and coming into warrior two, we're going to lengthen the fingertips. Release the top of the shoulders, let them relax down, and then your shoulder blade's going to draw down towards your spine. Then we'll turn the palms up and lengthen away even more through the front of the arms. Great. Then we'll come into reverse warrior. So lunging more through that front knee, if that feels okay. Right arm is going to slide down the right leg, and then the left arm is just going to sweep over top. We'll relax our shoulders here and slowly turn the left ribs towards the sky. So take a few more breaths there. Press down through your feet, transition through the center, left hand to the inside of the left foot or left elbow onto the left thigh. Sweep the right arm over. Relax your shoulders, turn the right ribs up towards the sky. Nice, press down with the feet. So as you breathe here, maybe you can feel the front of the hips opening up. We're focusing quite a bit on just allowing that area to relax today. So see if you can press down through the feet, Gently just press to lengthen and open from where the pelvis connects to the legs. 2 more breaths there. Great. And then exhale, turning to face forward, both hands onto your mat. Step back, take a moment in downward dog. Relax your shoulders, draw the hips back. Great, and then from here, let's release the knees for a moment. Come back towards the earth. Roll your shoulders back, and then let's bring the right foot back, and then the left, and we'll find our way into plank. Nice. Release your shoulders, draw the heart up. Okay, and then we're going to spill onto the outer edge of the left foot. Nice. And then we're going to come to the outer edge of the right foot. So don't think about it as core. Think about it as lengthening into the outer seam of the body. 2 more breaths. Side to side. Everything is just about how you think of it, I guess. Okay, so one more time, side to side. Maybe as you come up now, the top arm comes to the hips. Great, if that feels okay, both the arms are going to open away from each other. And then one more time on this side. Press down with the outer feet, draw the arms up. Great, and then both hands back onto the mat. But take a little break for a moment, back on your knees, sitting back. Great. And then we're going to take the hands behind us and just roll the shoulders back, draw the knuckles back. Great. From here, see if you can bring yourself forward, either forehead onto your mat. And then if you feel okay to do so, you can bring your knees further apart, keep the hips a little higher up, crown of the head onto your mat. Tuck the chin and draw the arms up. So the second one is a different variation. So just take a few more breaths there, whichever one feels right for you. Great, and then exhale, gently release, coming back. Nice. So we're going to come onto the elbows and just have the belly resting on your mat. Roll your shoulders back. Press your palms down, draw your elbows back, draw the heart up, roll the tops of the shoulders back. So we're in Sphinx. And relax here. So take maybe about 5 breaths here in and out. Just let yourself keep the eyes soft. And really feel what it's like when you can let the front body be open and let the front of the throat feel more open. So you can bring your breath in, feel it kind of opening and lengthening along your collarbones all the way to your shoulders. And then let yourself relax in your out breath. So even though you're arching your upper back, lower back is relaxed. If lower back feels anything here, you're going to lengthen your tailbone all the way through to your heels, even more. Or come a little lower if it feels like a lot. 2 more breaths here. Great. We're going to rest forward for a couple of moments. Just stack the hands, rest the forehead onto the hands. Let yourself check into that contrast of everything being neutral right now. Okay, and then from here, we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, elbows to your ribs. Nice. Draw your shoulders up and back, squeezing the shoulder blades kind of in towards each other a bit more. Yeah. And then we're going to lift the heart a little bit higher. Still keep the lower back neutral, and then little by little, just to wherever your body is okay to do so, you're going to let yourself draw the heart up a little bit more, and again, opening up the front body. So breathing into this. If it feels okay, you're gonna maybe let yourself twist a little side to side. So just gently explore what feels good. Just looking over your shoulder, side to side as you exhale. And inhale back to center. That should feel like a nice twist for the spine and the neck and the shoulders. Great. Couple more breaths here. Nice and strong upper body, opening up the upper body. Roll the heart up, one more breath. And then exhale, peeling back down towards the mat. Stack the hands again, let yourself have a completely neutral rest. And nothing else to have to do, just really letting that breath flow out on the exhale, letting the whole body feel the earth. Great, and then from here, let's come back onto the elbows. Roll your shoulders back, draw the heart up. So the upper body is in Sphinx, and then we're gonna kick the right foot in towards ourselves. And we'll try to catch the right ankle with the right hand. If it's feeling like catching it today might require the belt, then just grab the belt. And all you have to do is to take the belt around the leg and then come back to lying down, and we'll draw the belt in towards ourselves. You can turn the left arm across so that it's parallel to the front edge of your mat. Gives you a little more support, and we'll just breathe here. So for some of you, this might be quite easy. You can bring the leg a little higher, whatever feels good for you. Great, we're gonna hang out here, a few more breaths. And as you hang out here, now that you already know where you're going, you can again let yourself release any of the kind of agendas we might have about this. Just hang out and be. Great, and then gently release. Come back and just lay one cheek on the mat this time. Extend your arms and just relax them back. You'll be taking 2 more breaths here, just letting everything relax. Great. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back onto the forearms. Maybe you can bring the right arm so that it's parallel the forearm to the front edge of your mat. Kick your left foot in, hold the left leg, either with the belt or your hand connects to the foot. And again, we're going to draw the heart up. If it feels okay, you can flex your left foot. Nice. And again, once you find the position that you can hang out in, relax a little more here. Nice. Keep the chin neutral so that the neck is neutral. And we'll take a few more breaths here, just continuing to feel that sense of opening along the front of the hip, along the front of the left thigh. Great. And then when you're ready, gently release. We're going to lay the left cheek down. And just relax. Just completely letting yourself melt towards the earth. Nice. Then we're going to bring the hands forward again. Hands are under the shoulders. Elbows are clipped in towards the ribs. Roll your shoulders up, tuck your toes, come through a plank for a moment, draw the heels back, roll the shoulders back. Heart is lengthening forward, tailbone is lengthening back. Nice. So we're just going to transition through for a moment into three-legged downward dog. Left foot is on the mat. Kick the right knee in, curl the chin towards the knee, and then kick the right leg up. Then bring the right knee back, and we'll come back into plank. Roll your shoulders back. And then we're going to roll the left knee in, bend it in, curl the head to the knee. Come into three-legged downward dog, extend the left leg up. And then again, curl that left knee in, come back through to plank. Nice. Then from here, maybe release the knees, maybe keep them up, whatever you like. Elbows to your ribs, lower the heart. Come through to upward dog. Draw the shoulders back. Maybe press the fronts of your feet into the mat to lift your hips from the mat. And then we're going to roll over the toes. Come through downward dog for a moment. Exhale. Draw the hips back. Great. And then bring your right foot forward. Nice. Relax your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the right hip back. Very nice. Left fingertips to the mat. Right fingertips to the sky. We're going to twist. I'm going to do this a few times. So this is one where we are going to sweep the right arm all the way across. Looking to your left. And then as you exhale, twist and bring your arm up. Great. A few more times like this. Just with your own breath. Great, and then completing that, both hands back to the mat. Take a moment through, press the hips back. Then bring your left foot forward. Right hand on the mat, draw your heels back. And relax your shoulders, and one more time. Twist to your left this time. Exhale, bring your arm all the way across. Continuing like this with your own breath, just really focused on wringing out the whole spine. And one last time. Both the hands on the mat, bring your feet together. Draw the hips back. And we're going to release the knees, take them wider apart. Let's take a child's pose. Just slide the arms forward, rest the forehead down. Little by little, we're going to keep the hips drawing back towards the heels. Take about 5 breaths here. Great, and then let's walk the hands back towards ourselves. We're going to have a seat for a moment. So again, if it feels nice to sit a little higher, you're going to take your props and do that. Nice, you're either going to sit cross-legged or you're going to stack the left knee under the right. Great, so whatever position feels best, just making sure that both sides of the hips feel even. Great. Then we're going to bring the arms forward. We're going to do the wrist stretch again. So turn the palms away from each other. Right hand under the left. And we're going to interlace. Great, and then again, each time you do this is going to get a little bit easier, even if it's just one tiny little bit easier. And then we're going to just gently turn and try to lengthen forward. Wherever you get is fine. Relax your shoulders here, draw the heart up. Take a few breaths there. I feel like Daryl's trying to tell me something. Yeah, here is fine, just a little bit. Yeah, wherever you feel stretched, just somewhere where you feel comfortable. And a little bit of challenge, not too much. Great, and then let's bring it back, undo, shake it out. Nice, a few circles, and a few circles, reversed. Cool, bring it back, palms out away from each other facing, left under the right, interlace, relax the shoulders, and then again, just with a spirit of gentleness, friendliness to yourself, just play, just see where does it want to go today. Maybe here is plenty, still getting lots of stretch through the tops of your hands, which we don't usually get to do. And then maybe it comes here. This is also a good place. And over time, just slowly on your way to just letting yourself explore what feels like a nice opening. Shoulders are moving back, shoulder blades are drawing down. Great, we'll take a few more breaths like this. Nice. Nice, and then keep the hands like this, slowly bring it back through. Nice, and then we'll open up, shake it out again. Nice. Going through all of the places where you can, into the joints, into the fingers. Let's turn the palms up and then press them away. So fingertips are pressing down. We're just relaxing the shoulders and pressing open the palms and pressing them away from us. Nice. Especially when you do a lot of keyboarding or a lot of crafty things with your hands. Good to really get to open up through. Nice. And then let's take a moment, just let the arms relax next to you. Close your eyes, nothing else to have to do. Great, and we're going to twist to the right. So just gently turn the heart towards the right, turn the belly button towards the right. Let the hands just arrive where they can naturally. Sweep the right arm back. Inhale, lengthen a little through the crown of the head. And exhale, twist. Great, and then exhale, back to center. Walk the left fingertips along your mat, along the left side a little more. Right arm is going to come on up. Relax your shoulders. Great. Some of you might come down onto your forearm. And breathing into this open, the side ribs. Great. Take a few breaths there. Nice, and then press down with the legs, with the hands. Bring yourself back. Come through forward for a few more breaths. We're opening up the hips, just resting forward. Breathe into the right hip. Coco's heading to Shavasana. So are we. Few more breaths there. Great, and then we'll walk our hands back and gently lean to your left, undo the legs. Great, maybe sit forward, just let them relax to the sides, windshield wipers. Great. then we'll come to the other side. You're gonna have your right knee below, left knee on top. Great. I don't know if you can hear it, but Coco's scratching to make herself comfy for Shavasana. Okay, cool. And then from here, this time, we're just gonna lean to the right side already. So left fingertips up, relax your shoulders, draw to your right. And again, for you, if it feels nice, or you can always kind of stage it. So you can go in stages, have a little bit of a prop, or maybe under your right arm. And then bring your left arm over, turning, open the left ribs. We'll just breathe here. As we come into the shape again, everything tries to find the least efforting possible. So yoga is always about kind of tuning in to how we can do what we want to do without over-efforting, saving your energy for everything we want. A couple more breaths. And then again, tuck the chin, slowly bring yourself back. Nice, let's take a twist, so let's breathe in this time, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Exhale, turn to your left, release the arms. Nice. Right hand is just gonna gently press against the leg. We're gonna turn the heart, turn the belly button towards the left. Hang out here for a few more breaths. Sweet, and then we'll release. Lengthening up to go forward, and exhale. Fingertips gently landing, draw the heart up as you inhale, and as you exhale, walk the hands forward, folding over your legs. Great, just continuing to anchor the sit bones back as you lengthen the heart over the knees. Once we find the shape, we'll try to soften there. Take about 10 more breaths here, just taking your time to allow the hip to kind of receive the breath and to soften. Beautiful. Take your time, slowly walk the hands back towards yourself and kind of stack the vertebrae. Extend the legs. And again, come back to feel even more grounded. Hands behind you and letting yourself explore windshield wipers. Slowly twisting. See if you can feel the twist into the mid-back here. So explore whether your feet need to be more forward or closer to you for you to feel a little bit of a twist, helping you to release the mid-back. Great. Also play with taking your arms further back. Maybe that would feel like a even more stable support. Great. A few more times like this. We're even helping the shoulder joints to open here. Perfecto. And then take your time. Slowly come on back. We're going to start setting up for Shavasana. So whatever you want for your Shavasana, stack your props. Maybe something under the neck would be super nice. So you can curl a little blanket curl to fit into that little curve behind your neck. So before we come to lying down, we're just going to take a moment, gently tuck the chin, rest the hands behind the head, maybe interlace the hands. We'll just relax the elbows, let ourselves curl forward if it feels like a nice stretch for your neck. Take a few breaths here. And you're going to let the right ear come closer towards the right shoulder. Take a few breaths there. So even though it's a few breaths, each one, it's its own journey. There's no rush. And then tuck your chin again. Left ear towards the left shoulder a little bit more. Very gently bringing your head back to the center. Keep the neck neutral. Gently remove the hands. And then we're going to just slowly stack again the vertebrae. Let the eyes relax. They can be closed or softly open. Crown of the head towards the sky. So for some of you, Shavasana is nice seated. Feel free to be seated. You can just use your props as you need. Palms can face up. You can just relax here. And then for some of us, if you like lying back, you're just going to come into your own favorite way of having a Shavasana. And then once you feel nice and settled against the earth, take a deep breath in. And exhale completely. And over the next few breaths like that, letting yourself transition into just breathing, just resting, just being. There's nothing else to have to do. Resting in your Shavasana. This is going to be a slightly longer Shavasana. And when it's complete, you hear the bell, so you don't have to stay alert to anything. Just rest in open awareness. Allow any sensations to just come and go. Allow the breath to just come and go. And just be. summer poem. Leaving the house, I went out to sea. The frog, for example, in her shining green skin, and her eggs like a slippery veil, and her eyes with their golden rims, and the pond with its risen lilies, and its warmed shores dotted with pink flowers, and the long, windless afternoon, and the white heron, like a dropped cloud, taking one slow step, then standing a while, and then taking another, writing her own soft-footed poem through the still waters. And taking smooth, deep breaths. Smooth, deep breaths through the body. Feeling the breath, the prana, circulating throughout the body. And feeling perfectly relaxed and perfect just as you are. Meet in any comfortable seat, with the palms together at the heart and the eyes softly closed. Just take a couple more moments here, just letting yourself really feed into that sensation that you have been able to generate, that you've been able to connect back to within yourself. Let yourself know that it's really there for you whenever you want to. Great. We'll chant Om to seal our practice. So taking a breath in together. Bowing towards our hearts and each other. Namaste.